Hello, this is Kathy Peck from Wichita Falls, Texas. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I'm going to show you how I made this little card. We'll change a few things up, but this is using the Pansy Patch DSP. So let me show you where that set is. It's a really awesome set suite that's in the catalog. It's on page 28 and 29, and look at that. It's gorgeous. The stamp set has mixed fonts in the sentiments. It is a multi-layer stamping. So I tell you, when you want to make the pansies, stamp the pansies out or the leaves, you definitely want to have a stamparatus. It makes the process so much easier. And the paper is fabulous. I would show you the paper, but I've managed to use almost every bit of it. And I don't even have a full pack left. But you can stamp pansies or you can make 3D pansies. And it's on page 28, 29 of the catalog. It's called the Pansy Petal Suite. And the bundle, if you just are interested in the bundle, which is at a 10% discount, that's the Pansy Patch Bundle, and that's the stamps and the dies. And let me show you. I have the stamp set here. Look at that. That is just fabulous. And it's, when you have your stamparatus, like I said, it's easy to stamp the pansies, especially if you're making a lot of cards at once. And then here's the die set. Look at all those dies. And you can build like a 3D pansy because it's layered, different layers of color. Gorgeous. So let me get started here. This particular card, I'm going to adjust my zoom a little, this particular card was part of our team meeting in April. And one of our demonstrator team members came up with this layout. It's fun, it's cute, it's quick, and it's easy. And these are 3 pieces of the pansy patch. It shows you 3 different colors. So we're going to do something similar. So I'm going to start with one of our new ink colors. This is the Pale Papaya for our card base, and it's cut 4 1/4 by 11. And I've already added a liner with a little extra strip of paper. See, the Pansy Patch not only has flower patterns, but it also gives us some gingham and some dots and stripes. And the first layer is going to be, so I'm going to use all these layers. This is the Evening Evergreen, and this is cut 5 1/4 by 4. This is another piece of the Pansy Patch. These are my favorite pansies right here. And Little Bumblebee. And it is cut 3 3/4 by 5. And there's another. This is that Pale Papaya Gingham. So these are 2 new ink colors, Pale Papaya, Evening Evergreen. We have a strip. This strip is 3/4, and I made it a little longer, and I just trim it when I need. So it's about 3/4 by 6 or 7. It was a leftover piece. Then I have this accent strip, which is actually a 1/2 by 12, and as I lay these down on here, I will cut them off to fit. Then I have a little piece of soft succulent that I'm going to punch out, and 2 pansies. I'm not sure if I'll use both or just one, that I die cut from one page that is just pansies, and there's enough separation that you can easily die cut them out of the DSP. So there's 3 ways to get pansies in this set. You can stamp them, you can die cut them out of the DSP, or you can build your own 3D pansy with the die sets. And then I have a piece of basic white for my sentiment. It's about a 1/2 inch by 6-ish. Alright, and I pretty much used glue. I like to do the top layer first. And I use glue for everything. The Tombow glue is my go-to adhesive. Others like to use the Stampin' Seal. It all depends. I just have a tendency not to get it in the right spot, and my glue always gets plugged up, but it's easy to fix. Maybe not today. Let's see if we can get this unstuck. There we go. Yes. So getting back to that, I like to use the glue because it gives you just a little bit of wiggle room. You don't need a lot. Whereas if you've got an accurate hand and you want to use the Stampin' Seal, and you get it right every time, then go for it. But that's not me. There. Oops. I think I've done this a little bit backwards, but that's okay. Yeah. All right. Here we go. This layer is going to go right down the center. And I want it to overlap on the green, on the evening evergreen. The demonstrator, our teammate that I have that came up with this, she actually copied it from a card that was done with ribbon. The layout used ribbon to achieve this crisscross effect. And she thought, well, let's try it with paper. And it worked out really well. I've made several with this layout. It's really, really an awesome way to show off the DSP and to use your DSP if you're like many folks that collect Stampin' Up! Papers. Some people tend to hold on to them and not use them, which, what's the fun if you don't share it? There. I like to smooth these edges a little bit, make sure it's nice and secure. And then with this, I'm going to just crisscross with the orange. This is actually Calypso Coral with Pale Papaya dots. That's what that is. I'm going to crisscross them and cut off the excess. That goes pretty quickly. And I just want to line up the sides just to the edge and just slightly cover up, like meet it at the corner. Yeah, there we go. Meet at the corner. Well, maybe we'll meet at the corner. Here we go. Smooth that out and then trim off the excess. This glue, well, it doesn't dry like immediately, but it stays in place pretty good once you set it down. And if you need to move it, you can. I love it. It's my favorite glue. There we go. Alrighty, last little bit, and then we'll work on the sentiment. And some of the coordinating colors that go with this, you can use Blackberry Bliss and Rich Razzleberry, Calypso Coral, Cinnamon Cider. I mean, it's a lot. And all the in colors go with this paper. Every one of them is in this DSP. And I really, really like this group of in colors this year. I mean, usually it takes me a little bit to warm up to one or two, but these I just like, I like right away. This is the Soft Succulent. See, it's kind of unusual that we have two shades of green in a new in color set, but we do. And I forgot what this punch is called. Let me look it up really quickly, because I think this is either Label Me Fancy or might be Label Me Fancy. Let's see. Just look it up here real quick. Also managed to misplace my dog-eared new catalog. Yes. Oh, this is Label Me Lovely. The coordinating punch that it came with was Label Me Fancy. All right, so we're using the Label Me Lovely punch. I want to punch this out. I'm going to put that in the middle after I stick some pansies and a sentiment on there. I show well, before I do that, let me do this. I want to glue this down. I like to, if I'm going to stand something up with dimensionals, I like to have my base layer set, because I don't want to squish all that down. Here we go. set. This will go here. I think one, or well, we'll see what we'll do with the pansies after I stamp the sentiment. Got it. See, I'm going to use the love you much, or no, the thank you. I like the thank you in this. See what they've done too is now they've, on this sleeve that goes inside the packet that has the pictures of your stamps and the sentiments, on the inside they've actually printed images. And what I did is I just laid each stamp on the image and then kept the thicker plastic sleeve or sheet that the images are stuck to when you get them and put it right on top. And that way I know I have everything inside the box, because before I'd like have my stamps and I'd be looking, do I have everything? Count them. And as you can see, I'm missing a few because they're stuck on my Stamparatus for a project I'm working on. Alrighty, got my little stamping block here. I'm going to use some rich raspberry today. I love these clear ones because you can see where you're stamping. Alright, I need to move this a little closer to me. There we go. A nice little thank you. I really like the scripted font in this set. I like those thin, easy to read fonts. I'll give it a trim here. I've been doing this angle trim a lot lately. It's just one of those things. All right. I think, okay. Dimensionals right here. See, I'm going to put at least 4 on here. I like to use probably too many, but I want it to stay stuck. Oops. I don't know if you can hear my dog snoring in the background, but she is. We have a bulldog, and well, they're just noisy when they sleep. And the sentiment, I'm going to put, like, offset it, but let's stick it. Maybe put it up here with Mr. Pansy. Let's see. I love pansies. I grow them every winter. I plant them here, and they usually last from October till May. But this year, because of that big freeze we had here in Texas, whew, well, they died a terrible death because my pots are just too big to bring in the house or even into the garage. So we lost them. Oops, I put that on the wrong side, so I have to take that off. All right. Yes, I'm gonna, since I have a level or a little bit of depth here from lifting from the dimensional, what I like to do, put a little dab of glue on one side that's going to be flat, and then the dimensional on the other side to hold it up over the layer. There's that. And then we've got one more little thing to add in the suite, in the Pansy patch, or Pansy, yes, they changed the name so many times. The Pansy Patch Suite. There are Bumblebee Trinkets. These are cute. If I can get them open. Look at these cute little bumblebees. Little golden bumblebee trinkets. The best thing for attaching them is glue dots. And I've got some from one of my paper pumpkin kits, because you can never use all those glue dots they send in those kits. I mean, they send a ton. So you might as well use them for other things. Just stick one on there, pop off the cover. And pop him right there. There we go. I think that does it. I don't know if I need another flower or not. No, I don't think so. I think that will do it. Okie dokie. So let me clear this out and I can show you this little card. It was easy. The dimensionals, or excuse me, the dimensions for the card will be posted at the bottom of this YouTube video. This will also be on my blog, which is teandstamps.blogspot.com. That's TEA-N-stamps. So there you go. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? I just love it. So check out the Pansy patch in the new 2021 to 2022 annual catalog on pages 28 and 29. If you need a catalog, contact me. I'm happy to send you one. Just send me a message on email, Facebook Messenger, whatever, and I'll send you a catalog free of charge, and you can see all the wonderful things we have in it for this year. All right. Thanks for joining me. Again, I'm Kathy Peck, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Wichita Falls, Texas. And today we were playing with the Pansy Patch Suite. Thank you. Bye.